So once you've already drawn the different parts, like this right here, here's the square peg and the round peg, so that's what I'm going to use, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and open this part. That's the one I'm going to start off with. And I think that's actually incorrect. I think I actually need to go up here to New. And I am going to do a new assembly, okay? And I'm going to actually use all those parts. I'm going to make an assembly drawing out of all those parts. And we're waiting, and we're waiting. Okay, so I'm going to use this place. And it says, oh, what do you want to place in there? Hopefully I can find that drawing. I actually want to do this pegboard 11 here. I think that's what that says in it. So see if I can find pegboard 11 in here. Guess it'll be under P, right? Pegboard. I got quite a few of them in there, don't I? There it is. So I placed it in there. There it is. Now it still wanted me to place another one, but I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to right click and say okay. So that's the piece I want. Now I'm ready to place the other parts in there. So I'm going to kind of zoom out just a little bit. Now I can go to pegboard 11 here, and if I want to change the color of it, I mean, this is a toy, right? So I'm going to make it gold. How's that? There we go. Now it's gold. So I go back over here to the assembly, and now it's gold. Okay? So I'm going to place in the other parts, and this is the part you'll need to know about. Okay, so place, and let's do the end piece. That didn't work. End. Open. There it is. And I'm done with that. I actually need two of them, won't I? Yeah, let's go ahead and put another one in there over here, because I'm going to need two ends. Okay. Now, how do I get this attached here? That's kind of the tricky part, and I'm a little rough on this, so I may mess up a couple times. So I think I'm going to constrain it. Yeah. And see these different solutions here? So I want to do this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the inside right there. And then I've got to rotate this thing around. And I want to select the edge right there. Boom. Okay, now it's temporarily located on there. I say okay. All right, so it will move, but it's only moving where this is attached to that. So I'm going to constrain again. And I think that I have to do a couple more here. I'm going to do a mating where the two surfaces touch, and I want to do that surface right there. And then I need to do the bottom side of this. Say okay, and boom. All right, I'm almost done. I'm going to go back to constrain, and now I want to do where it's flush. I want to click on this surface and that surface. And now this piece is locked into place. It will not move. Okay? I click on my home button, flip it back around. Now I want to do the same thing with this one. So I'm going to constrain, and I'm going to click the inside right there to there. See how it rotated around? Okay. I need to kind of move this out of the way for a second. And I need to rotate this around so I can see what I'm doing. I'm right clicking. That's what happens when I do that, okay? In case you guys didn't know it. I'm moving this around. Okay, and then I right click and I say, well, so I'm rotating it around here. Oops, and I right click and say, okay, that's what I'm doing. In case you guys didn't see that. Okay, I need to kind of move this back over here where I see it. Okay, so I'm going to need to join this to the inside of this, so I can't see it, but I'm going to rotate it around here in just a second. That surface. Rotate. Whoa, whoa, what are you doing? Ah! Let's just cancel out of that. Let's get this thing back home where I can see it. There we go. To that surface there. No, okay. Did I do that? I think so. Constrain, and I want to do this surface. Rotate the picture in where I can see it. Okay, to that surface. And then I'm going to mate that surface to that surface. Did you do it? I did something wrong. What did I do? Something not right. So how can I fix that? I think I can open this up, and that looks good. I did two different mates right there. Do you see that? So I'm going to click on this one, right click, and delete it. So now it should work. If I want to do this, boom, boom, there, boom, and click back home. Okay, then to finish it off, I'm going to put the round peg and the square peg in there. So I'm going to place. Got to find the round peg. I think it should be, there we go. I can probably grab any one of these. Let's grab that one. Open. Set it in there. Say OK. Now this is easy. Join. I got to find the center point of it here. Oops. I'm sorry, constrain. Find the center line. There's the center line. And when I come over here on this circle, there's the center line of the circle. Okay. So that works? Yahoo! Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with the square peg. Now I'll tell you, this square peg can be a little tricky. Okay? I'm going to place it in there. Find the square peg. See if I can find a better color. Maybe an orange. How about, yeah, there we go. A blue one. No, there's a yellow one or something. I don't know what color that is. Open. Set off to the side here. Say OK. Now this is going to get a little tricky, all right? Constrain. And I only need to do two surfaces. So I'm going to click on this surface to that surface. And say OK. Now I need to move it out of the way. You want to make sure that you get two adjacent surfaces. I'm going to constrain this one. I got to rotate this around because it's got to fit on that surface right there. Okay, and click on that surface. Boom. Okay, and now the square peg moves around in there. Click home. And we're done. That's what you got to do. You could now go down, go over here, go to your all programs, your accessories, snipping, snippet, save it. Oops, didn't begin an A in there, didn't I? Mandy. Boom. So now I have a snippet, and I can upload this to the assignment for Mr. Bandy. I'm getting ready to put two different assignments. One for the bracket. The bracket here. Okay. And then there'll be assignment for the pegboard toy. All you need to do is snip a picture of it. Send it to me. I will see your picture. I know you've done it. I'll be happy. You will have all of next week to work on this. When you're in here, this is what you need to be doing. You can start tomorrow and all of next week. You need to do the bracket and the pegboard toy. Okay? And now I'm going to pause.